Well, hello Pablo. On today's video, I'm about to show you how to make your customers a little, okay, in a healthy way, of course, because I'm about to expose these 3 obsession triggers that I use personally, because as you know, I'm the right-hand man of a couple of e-com brands from various industries, and I use these psychological triggers to drive them over 6 figures of revenue every single month. And I'm speaking about an extra 30% to their revenue, and it's automated. Like, they're going nuts. So for the ones who are tired to spend their money on ads, it's understandable, because Mark Zuckerberg, when he sees you coming, he's smiling. He's happy that you didn't find this video and this specific strategy. At the end of this video, I will expose it. I will expose a strategy that basically every single one of your competitors are doing. But anyways, enough talk. I'm inviting you, my friend, to not only leave a like and subscribe, but to follow me where I like to expose these kinds of secrets. All right, so number one, it's something that most of you guys have but are not using correctly. The mission. Your mission is literally the thing that makes that turns your brand into a super brand, because you're basically attaching to your brand something that's priceless, something that's bigger than nature, and you make it part of your identity. You're making it part of your product. And to be honest, the wilder your mission is, the better it is. For the ones who do not have one, just create one. Say for example that, like, let's say that you sell cat food. Let's say that your cat food helps fight corruption and will heal the world from wars and starvings. It sounds wild, I know, but your mission is the backbone of your brand. And the key is that you have to make people feel something, whether it's inspiration, belonging, or even rebellion. Yes, your brand's mission should tell a story that makes your customers see themselves in. And for the ones over here, I see you, Pablo. I'm not telling you to be dishonest, not at all, but just to find a way to play that card more often. Like for the athletes over here, it's like if you have the best player of your team, you keep him on the bench. Like, I've seen so many brands take big hits when it comes to their revenue simply because they do animal cruelty, or they have something bad attached to their brand. So it doesn't matter if your product is good or not. People do not care. People want to feel as if they're being part of something great, because a part of them want to feel as if they're great people. And yes, it's getting deep. Yes, we're getting deeper, because this is what my channel is about. If you like that type of deep marketing content for your e-com brand, if you want, because I'm the wild scientist when it comes to marketing, I'm the guy that you want to look for, and who's going to speak about what's behind the mind of your customers. So leave a like and subscribe if you want more of that type of content, my friend. But what I'm telling you is that this simple, you're basically attaching, once again, something that is a priceless, something that is extremely powerful to your product, and the impact it's going to have on your revenue is night and day. But as I said, the mission, do not keep it at the bottom of your website or barely speak about it, because this is basically what made Peter Parker into Spider-Man. Okay, this is what's going to make your brand go from a regular cat food brand into a super corruption destroyer brand. And even if your product is not as good as your neighbor, people wouldn't mind pay an extra $10 or an extra fee, whatever, just because your mission is good. And think about it, how many times have you bought some chocolate from the little kid that knocked at your door? And a lot of us, it's not because the chocolates are good, even though sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Very often it's not, to be honest, for me. But like, I choose to buy their chocolates that are like $10, even though it's a small chocolate, simply because they fight for a good mission, and the outcome is going to bring more positive into this world, and by default is going to make me feel as if I've done a great cause and I've done a great action. And the consequence of all of this is that it's going to be easy for you guys to create a strong community of people who will choose specifically to buy from you, only you, just because of that reason. So this is how it can really affect your revenue. So yes, play that card. All right, number 2, show up, guys. Just show up. Most of your customers love your brand. Just give them a reason to stay and not forget you. It's as dumb and as simple as that, guys. And I understand you're busy with a lot of things. You cannot necessarily do social media. You have to do this and that, and it's extremely exhausting. I get it, and this is why I use my automations, which I'm going to speak at the end of this video, or you can just grab my free ebook, because it's over there, and this is how I drive these kinds of revenue for my customers. But yes, guys, show up. Find a way to remind them that you exist. And I'm not telling you to show up just to show up. You have to show up at the right time. I've made a video about an automation when it comes to that, but essentially, if you do not show up at the right time, your competitor will. And for example, McDonald's, okay, McDonald's is a very great example because they show up exactly when you're hungry. Why? Because they're at the corner at every single street. So every single street corner has a McDonald's. So the moment that you walk and you're hungry, you think about eating a burger, the first thing that you see is McDonald's. And it's not even because it's good. As a matter of fact, it's terrible, especially for your health. But it's simply because it was there when you were hungry and it was doing the job when it needed to do the job. You were hungry and it was there. That is as dumb as that. So if you're a supplement brand, for example, and you have like 60 supplements and they must use one a day, you better be there around the 50th day or the 60th day. You have to like find a way to show up online in their faces so they can make decisions to buy it again. Or if you have a hair care product, ask or just watch ask your customers and see how long it takes them to finish your product. If it's I don't know, you get the point. Find the lifetime value of your product just to understand when they will be hungry again for your product. And I don't want to go there, but it's the same thing with your last divorce, Stacy. Yes, I'm speaking to you, Stacy. Pablo loved you. He loved you, but you weren't there when he needed you the most. And this is why he left. And same thing for you, Pedro. I know what happened. You weren't there for her. You weren't there for your wife when she needed you the most. Of course, you were busy at work, but like if you could have delegated some of your work with me, so I could have helped you with some automations to give you some time to be with her, maybe you wouldn't be in that kind of situation. Maybe you guys would still be together. But yes, guys, even in our lives, there's people that we love and we need to show them that we love them if you want to keep them in your life, or someone else will do it for you. So far, these are the two great triggers when it comes to if you want to create like a strong bond with your customers. So you basically show up consistently and you're like a superhero to them. So imagine if Spider-Man was at your house every single day. You would love them a lot and you wouldn't mind spending a lot of money on this brand. All right, and obviously number 3 is quality, because loyalty start with the product, guys. That's just how it goes. I didn't make the rules. It start with the product. So you guys must have a product that over delivers for its price. I'm not asking, like, if your product costs like $100, make sure that like it feels as if it's worth $500. And the actual trigger behind it is that once you have a product that delivers quality, it becomes the golden standard. It becomes their standard. Like, it works so well, it feels good, and it solves a specific problem reliably. So basically switching to another brand, it's a no-no. It's something that can't even cross their minds. Like, we all have this friend with like this, if it's not broken, don't fix it mentality, who always goes to the same restaurant or the same specific place. He specifically chooses to go to that specific place every single time because he cannot even imagine trying something else. He cannot even imagine, like, he's not going to settle for this. And this is exactly where it gets deep, because quality is not only great just for the moment. No, quality on a subconscious level create some kind of dependency, and people cannot settle with anything else. And it's understandable. If something works every single time and always delivers, over delivers, why would you change? Why would you change to something else? Even if the price is, even if they up their price by $5, $10, $100, you're still gonna go there because this is the feeling you got used to, and you're not going to sell for less. And also there's like a certain peace of mind that it gets. Like, for example, that one friend who always goes to that specific restaurant because he likes how they cook their burgers, for example, like, if he tries a restaurant that's just close to not be as good as the one that he used to go eat, he's going to literally feel as if he's eating the worst food ever, even if it's a 5-star restaurant. But anyways, here's the automation, the strategy that does all 3 of these triggers, psychological deep triggers, for your customers to make them deeply attached to your brand. It's not something that I've created. Matter of fact, a lot of big brand are using it, but most of you guys are not. Or if you do, you might not use it well. And it's email marketing, guys. You guys have no idea how many brands I've transformed with email marketing. They knew it was something that could be strong for them, but they didn't understand that they could actually bring an extra 30% of extra revenue every single month just by using these triggers or like using automation, perfectly timed automations to bring these customers that already love their brand back to their store. Like, you probably have an email list, you're probably sending emails here and there, but at the end of the day, if you bring under 15% of revenue every single month with your email marketing, you're doing something completely wrong. And this is why I invite you guys to have me as your right hand man marketer, and just book a quick call. It's in the description, just so I can see what's actually going on with your brand and see what can be done immediately, so you can see these results in less than 60 days. Yes, less than 60 days is possible. And I know it's possible because this brand, for example, they barely had anything when they started working with me, and in their first month, so in less than around 30 days, I've managed to bring them around 41% of attributed revenue with email marketing. And these kinds of results are completely expected, because look at these beautiful and high converting email designs that I'm creating for them. I'm not only here to show up, I'm actually there to grow with them and do my best. And as you can see, it completely shows. So in other words, if you want to have the exact same powerful automated system as your big competitor, I have the keys, I know how they do it, and I make it happen for you. So once again, go in the description, book a call with me, or grab my free blueprint on how to make it happen. I break down how to use this strategy and make it happen for yourself. But besides that, I would love to be the wild marketer in your team. Keep in mind, my friend, a great marketer is simply an artist with a strategy. He paints stories that sells without asking. If this video was insightful, please leave a like and subscribe. And besides that, see you next time, Pablo. Okay, bye bye.